Two, one. Hello, thank you for joining Crypto Kid podcast. So today we have a guest. He's a CTO of Blockchain Academy, and he is going to explain what his company is and how they got started. And why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, thanks so much for having me on, Sonny. It's great to be on the podcast with you, and thanks again for inviting me on. My name is Jim Sullivan, and I've been a software engineer, I guess, coming on better part, not quite 20 years, but better part of it. And so I came in around the internet. I guess we could call that a revolution, data revolution, and saw all the companies spring up. Shortly after that, we saw mobile, right? That started to take off. Really couldn't take part. I mean, I worked for different businesses for internet, e-commerce, I guess you could say the age of information. Did some work for mobile. Obviously, that mobile apps are just about everywhere now, right? Just any very, very easy to build. And of course, cloud. Cloud was big for a little while, but it quickly got swept up into the really big corporations. So, I mean, you could still do well with all of those, but you're not going to make double digits. You're not really going to be able to really make and do really well and be a pioneer in the technology. So because it's really matured, all of those have really matured. But crypto and blockchain, that is still in its infancy. So right now, here is the time that we can learn it. We can build products that users don't even know they need.
I agree.
And, we can revolutionize the money system. The money system is there's a lot of things wrong with it. There's a lot of downsides to it. So we can take part in that, and it's something that we can build applications on top of. So I thought that's a great way to do a little bit better for yourself. And I'm not just trying to say I'm being greedy, trying to scoop up money everywhere. But you could do better, a little bit better for yourself and for your family. And you could take part in a new technology. And this one too, this on the horizon, this can change the world. We saw the internet, that definitely did. Mobile cloud, yes and no, but blockchain and crypto, that can reach and it has reached the most remote villages on Earth, and it can certainly change the way those villages operate.
Most certainly.
Yeah,
and I think there's plenty. Oh, sorry. I think there's plenty of room for innovation. And my personal opinion, I think right now what blockchain and cryptocurrency is right at this present moment is like what the internet was in the 90s. Not really a lot of people understood the concept, but once the snowball effect started going, like more and more people started adopting and putting computers, especially in the United States, inside their homes. It became more popular. So
yeah, that's what it's being compared to, certainly, at least right now. Just we're in this little bit of a down cycle right now, not just in crypto, but equities, all kinds of asset classes all over, gold, equities, and so on. And it's being compared to those early days when the internet became popular, where there were a lot of doubters, a lot of naysayers. If you scroll through LinkedIn, you can see a lot of postings from the time period you said, where the internet was going to be a fad and so on. And obviously, right, we all know what happened.
Right. So what are some of the different between the courses and the certificate programs that you have on the academy?
Well, we have general learning, obviously, that can where you can go in, and if you don't know anything about cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology, you can go in and you can get a fundamental understanding. And then we have project management, business courses, and then we have technical courses. So architect, project management, both business side and technical side. And we also have developer courses such as Ethereum, Corda, we have Hedera, we have Algorand. We hopefully will be adding Near to our portfolio very soon. And hopefully we're adding Burst IQ to our portfolio very soon. So so we have the popular protocols, and we have a lot of those specialty protocols as well. Hyperledger, I have to mention, can never forget Hyperledger.
Oh, nice. Me too. So I saw that, I was just like scanning through your website, and I saw that you guys offer assistance for the courses. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, there are different programs. Different states offer different programs. So you'd have to really, there are so many different programs all of the time. But yeah, there are programs where you can get funded by community funding, state funding. You can get funded by, it's almost like there are special loans. So when you do get employment, then you pay back a nominal. It's not like the college loan fees. I mean, these are very, very small, but it is a, it's like you take the course, but then you when you start working, you pay it back in small increments.
Yeah, speaking of college, like college courses, I saw that you have like some universities and partnerships, associations with the academy. And one thing that really caught my eye is that you guys have partnership with Government Blockchain Association, which is where we met at the conference in Washington, D.C.
Right. So we do offer our stacks of courses to get, I guess you could say, white labeled by various universities. A lot of times it's the extensions of those universities, so the professional development programs. So Oklahoma State. Now, the programs that they offer through their professional development, those are more certificate programs. But it's fine, because this, whether you learn it as part of a 4-credit program toward a degree, or whether you learn it in a personal development or certificate program, you're still learning this technology, and the skill set is very, very rare. So at least for what's available right now, you will be just as well equipped. And it's, quite frankly, in the extension programs, in the professional development programs, it's so much less expensive.
Okay, so like, is this more reliable than something, let's say like Udemy or Courses Plus? Is this something like you could actually take to an employer like, hey, this is actually legit, this is not Udemy, this is like, these are professionals here that are actually giving me the best education that they could have, and here's the proof?
Right. Yeah. Well, obviously, since we're working with the colleges and universities, right there gives a lot more credibility to our programs. Also, we do offer a certification through the Blockchain Certification Association, of which GBA is a member as well. So that's a consortium, and those are real exams. They are AI proctored exams. They're very fair exams. They're not very tricky. No one's looking to trick anyone. But all the learners, all the participants have the option to upgrade to the certificates. And you prepare for them, you go through. There are little quizzes in our courses as you go. So that helps prepare you for taking the certification exam. And the certification exam, again, you take it when you're ready, on demand, AI proctored, and then you'll get a digital badge. And the digital, we're actually developing the product that will post your digital badge to the blockchain, and you'll get an NFT for your digital badge.
Ooh, nice. Those are becoming a hot commodity nowadays. So
it'll look like a typical digital badge, but it will have an NFT ID, and it will be posted to a blockchain.
cool. So I was going through and I made I made like a little profile on Blockchain Hub 360, and I saw that colleges were able to create their like own little private group, and then you have public groups.
Right.
So can you explain like what's the reason for that? Why'd you make like a little group
Well,
section?
yeah, interestingly enough, yeah, Blockchain Hub 360, we're actually upgrading that. So it'll be over the next several weeks, it'll be on on360.io. Just because that format that we were on that was just not really delivering the hardware that we needed. So we're actually upgrading to a to a different system, and it really won't matter to the users at all. But we do build websites that are very similar to our partners. So not just universities are the most obvious, because you recognize, right, a university, you recognize the logos, you recognize the colors, you recognize the images. So we do web pages that match our university partners, but also our industry partners, our association partners. We provide websites for those organizations as well that do match their branding. So whoever is taking our courses will see that brand. So OSU, University of Alberta, they all will see their brand, but it's really behind the scenes. It'll be on360.io.
Okay. Okay. And then you also have a blog section on there where anybody could just write whatever they feel on there.
You know something, if Ryan comes on, I'll let him know that. I don't know if anybody can write on it, but we'll certainly let you know. I can get you the answer to that.
Okay. Do you guys, does the Academy have a token? Are you guys tokenized?
Not yet, but we are, like I said, we're working on a product to build NFTs, and we will be very shortly issuing, or well, it's one of our ideas. We will be issuing tokens for users to collect and then redeem. And we're trying to put together the model right now, how when the users redeem the tokens, what are they going to be eligible for? Like, do we get some kind of a consortium to build some kind of a marketplace? There can be a lot of advantages to that. Certainly, whichever direction the tokens tend to go in the marketplace, that delivers a lot of data back to those participants in the marketplace. You say, hey, I'm not getting, I'm ranked very low in redemption. What do I need to do, and who's out there buying these? So that can be valuable there in just, data back to our participants, but also obviously value in our learners, because they're able to earn their tokens and redeem them in a marketplace. That is definitely something that we will be rolling soon. There's so many good ideas. We just have to prioritize. We can't do everything at once.
So how big is the team? Is it just like you and just one other guy, or you guys have like a pretty?
We have a team. We have a lot of contractors though. So we have a core team. We have a core team of about 5. But we work with some Upwork people and then some contractors. We also have sales channels, partners that way too. So we're bootstrapped. So committing to employees at this point, we're really going to have to be in a point where we're really ramping up in growth before we're going to. But we expect to hopefully even this year add on to our staff. So staffing up quickly.
Okay, and you guys are based out of California?
Yeah, Napa Valley, Napa, California. That's our headquarters. So we're covered in the Silicon Valley, and we also have Bryant, our founder, who's in Washington D.C. I think you met him briefly at the GBA conference. So we're covered in the Valley, and we're covered in Washington D.C., the city where they print money. So those are two good hubs to be covered in. And it's also, Washington, D.C. is the second home of Amazon. So if we ever needed technical assistance, that's a great place to go.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to visit Silicon Valley just for the fact that it's the tech hub of the world, and like a lot of great startups came out of there, like Apple and And
Amazing place. I've been there several times. I mean, right outside, you walk out, I walk out of my hotel, I see PayPal right across the street. I walk down Mountainside Avenue, there's Google on my right and on my left. I make a left, Tesla's not all that far from there. VMware. So Apple isn't all that far. Well, they're in Cupertino. Facebook is, well, a little bit of a ride away. They're over in Edison, but I have been ServiceNow. I can remember just driving by ServiceNow and all these great companies. So it is a pretty amazing place.
yes, I have to go out there sometime. So what are some of the hardest points that the companies faced, and how'd you guys jump over that hurdle and bounce back?
Well, I used to be, I was with IBM for a long time. I was aligned with the sales team. I was a software engineer, but aligned with the sales team. And that was good. But when you're aligned with the sales team, the number is everything, right? Nobody wants to know this or that about what you're doing, how great the work is you're doing. You know, what's the number, and does it meet the threshold? Does it meet the quota, or doesn't it meet it, right? That's pretty much it. While I was there, our product line got sold off to another business partner, and I was to a very large business partner, and I was spun off in. Really, they made, for a few of us, they made a lot of exceptions and were able to stand us up as IBM business partners, which was good. You know, they waived a lot of the fees, they waived a lot of the learning, and that was good for a while. But you really had to diversify into other types of technologies, which we did. One of them was blockchain, because the IBM cloud has really hurt. You don't need an IBM business partner, or you need them a lot less if you have the IBM cloud. So I got into blockchain, studied it myself, started building applications with it, and invested a little bit in crypto. Just wanted to figure the whole thing out. I met Bryant Nielsen, our founder, showed him a lot of the products that I built, and he said, "Hey, let's work together on a lot of these." And for a few years, we went back and forth. He had the blockchain academy that he was running with the GBA, but you know, on his own as well. And we just decided that we were going to take it up a notch. I joined, I came on, and we were going to take it up a notch and partner with university extensions and with other partners as far as business, right? So I guess you could call them corporate partners. We do consumer, we do direct to consumer. We leave that channel to a lot of our partners, but we will also do direct to consumer as well.
Okay, very nice. So what are some things that help you focus on the vision of the company?
Really, right now, we're looking to get our new system, bring together our new system, and we want to get our university part. We want to really ramp up with and fully just bring those channels to full capacity. So all of our university partners that we're working with now, on and off a little bit, we've really got to engage with them and get them to fully market our courses. Right now, we could, like a lot of us are seeing, we may be coming to a down economic cycle, which isn't too bad, but it's a great time to ramp up. It's a great time to skill up. We see crypto is down in general, but utility, as far as blockchain, there's still a lot going on, because you've got two things. You've got the cryptocurrency, the asset, but you also have the underlying technology. And the underlying technology can do a whole lot more than just crypto. So, you know, don't forget, it's immutable. It is distributed. So it's the potential to own your own data. So there is a lot there for the technology and for the utility.
I definitely been preaching that on my podcast episodes, and it's just now it's time to become an early adopter, and you'll know who's definitely really about it, who's true, and the ones that are resilient and perseverance are definitely gonna come out in the end. And
Yeah.
that is very true. Like right now it's so unknown, and we just need to get the word out there and tell as many people. And like right now, with the market being low, it would be a perfect time to just start learning, because you're gonna get, when it's not as hyped up, you're gonna get a lot more feedback from influencers. They're gonna be more willing to talk to you because they see that you're serious about it even during the tough times, and that's just the connection and the bond is going to be more personal.
Yeah, we need the tough time because there are some bad ideas around, right? And those bad ideas have to work their way out of the system. So the Terra Luna looks like it was a bad way to go. So now we know. And good or bad, unfortunately, that's sometimes how, well, that's one of the ways that entrepreneurs innovate. Innovation has a downside because you make mistakes, so you do the wrong thing, and then you know to move in a different direction. So this is just a natural part of the cycle. Crypto is not going to go anywhere. There is just too much there. I'm not going to say we've hit the bottom yet because I don't know. I don't know. Just like I don't know like anyone else doesn't know. However, though, and don't let anybody tell you we've hit the bottom. We're probably close, right? So it's if you're interested in it and you have a few extra bucks that you're not using, maybe a good idea to just go out and try it a little bit, right? Buy a little bit and watch it and see what it does.
That is definitely true. Don't put in more than you not willing to lose to afford.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's all risk capital. So, right, nothing that'll change your lifestyle in any way.
And last summer, I talked to two financial advisors, and they said it's funny that you brought that crypto is not going anywhere, because that's exactly what they said too. Just hold on to it and treat it like a life insurance policy. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I
It's
was
an
like,
asset class, but all asset classes are down now. So we're just going to go through this cycle, and the markets go up and markets go down. But it's a solid asset. We're interested in other projects, like I was saying in the blockchain. I'm sure you're familiar with the Brave web browser, which is blockchain based. So we really like that project, and we're modeling issuing our tokens in a similar way. So just like Brave issued the BATs, we'll also have tokens that can be redeemed. We'll probably have more of a marketplace, whereas theirs is more in the general market, traded on the open market. We may or may not do that, but we'll have something similar that solves a problem. Right? We saw the ads, the advertising. Sometimes you bring up some of these news or blog websites, and they're just so many ads everywhere. You can't even if you're looking for an article, you can't even get to it. And Brave was able to solve that problem, and we're looking to participate in that way, and also come up with solutions that can only be delivered by the blockchain. So for healthcare, for obviously for financial, and for other marketplaces as well, and other segments of the market.
yeah, looking forward to seeing that too and how it's going to grow. So as we come to a close, do you have any last words for young peoples that are getting into blockchain and technology and just trying to figure out or trying to contemplate if they should get in or not?
Well, yeah, if you're interested, certainly look into it, get educated. A lot of our material is free. So you can look into that and even learn that way. Careful who you take advice from. Only go to somewhere where that there's good information. Again, go in with your eyes open, but also not only look at the asset, look at the utility. And anything you learn about blockchain will benefit you because it's technology, and every company is a software company. So if you learn enterprise strategy through blockchain, that's going to apply really over to web or mobile or any other type of database technology, right? The same ideas, the same principles are all there. Blockchain is just a different type of technology, like a database is a different technology, like a web, like a NoSQL or anything else. We know we have supply chain issues, and so we know we're going to have to come up with a solution there. Hyperledger Fabric and blockchain deliver a great solution for the supply chain, so to secure this the supply chain. So right there, if you're interested, and there's all different levels to get involved.
Definitely never ending. Never ending. You could go on for days.
Yep.
And just keep progressing. So hey, thanks for coming out on the show, and definitely looking forward to doing another one in the future, hopefully in person too.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we'll keep in touch, and anytime you give us a call, and we'll be there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Take it
You're
easy.
welcome, Sonny. Thank you, and thanks for having us on again. And yeah, looking forward to this episode and future episodes of the Crypto Kit.
You're welcome. All right. Have a good night.
You as well.
All right. Bye.